Roman Reigns shocked the world, storming Monday Night Raw with a brand new Shield. And what they did to Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman will leave you speechless. Who are the masked monsters by Roman's side? Why did they target the architect? And is this the end of Heyman's empire? This is Must See. I'm David, and you're watching Wrestling News TV. Smash that subscribe button, hit the bell, and let's dive into the chaos. The WWE Universe has been on fire lately, has not it? Ever since Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank briefcase thanks to some shady maneuvering by Paul Heyman and his new faction, the entire landscape has felt unbalanced. Rollins, the self-proclaimed architect, has been strutting around with that championship swagger backed by Heyman's cunning and a crew of heavy hitters like Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. But something was missing. The tribal chief Roman Reigns has been absent for months. Fans speculated, was he injured? Was he done with WWE? Or was he plotting something massive? Spoiler alert, it's the latter. Roman did not just return to Raw. He returned with a vengeance, rewriting the rules of engagement and sending shockwaves through the entire roster. This was not just a comeback. This was a statement. Roman Reigns, flanked by two mysterious figures in black tactical gear, stormed the ring with one clear mission: dismantle Seth Rollins and send a message to Paul Heyman. The crowd lost it. The arena shook. And social media, it exploded. If you were on X last night, you saw the hashtags trending. Hashtag Roman returns, hashtag new Shield, hashtag Seth is good. Fans were buzzing, and for good reason. This was not the Roman we have seen before. This was a darker, more calculated tribal chief, and he brought backup that nobody saw coming. So, what went down? Why is this moment so huge? And who are these new Shield members shaking up the WWE? Let's break it all down step by step and uncover the mystery that has the wrestling world on edge. To understand why Roman's return hit so hard, we need to rewind. Seth Rollins has been on a tear since winning Money in the Bank. With Paul Heyman pulling the strings, Seth has been untouchable. Heyman, the wise man, ditched the bloodline after Roman's absence left a power vacuum. He latched onto Rollins, forming a new faction that has been wreaking havoc. Braun Breaker, the powerhouse rookie, and Bronson Reed, the human wrecking ball, have been Seth's muscle, taking out anyone who dared step up. From Cody Rhodes to Kevin Owens, no one's been safe. But Seth's arrogance has been next level. During his victory speech on Raw, he gloated about being the new king of WWE, waving that Money in the Bank briefcase like a scepter. Heyman, smirking at ringside, egged him on, hyping Seth as the future of the company. The fans were eating it up, some cheering, some booing, but everyone knew something felt off. Where was Roman? The tribal chief's absence left a void, and Seth was more than happy to fill it. X posts from fans captured the mood perfectly. One user wrote, "Seth is acting like he owns WWE, but Roman's ghost is still haunting him." Another posted, "Mon is playing a dangerous game. You don't cross the tribal chief." The WWE Universe could feel the storm brewing. Even if Seth and Heyman thought they were untouchable. And then it happened. Mid-speech. As Seth mocked Roman's legacy, the lights cut out. The arena went pitch black. The crowd roared in anticipation. When the lights flickered back on, the familiar chords of the Shield's theme hit. But it was not the same. It was darker, heavier, more menacing. At the top of the ramp stood Roman Reigns, flanked by two towering figures in black tactical gear. Their faces hidden behind those iconic Shield masks. The WWE Universe lost their minds. Let's paint the picture. The arena is electric. Seth Smith's sentence holding that briefcase high when the lights go out. The crowd's buzzing, sensing something big. Then that music hit: Sierra Hotel India Echo Lima Delta Shield. But it's not the nostalgic banger we know. It's slower, more ominous, like a predator stalking its prey. The spotlight hits the ramp, and there he is. Roman Reigns, the tribal chief, standing tall in his black gear, staring daggers at the ring. On either side, two massive figures, faces obscured, fists clenched. The crowd erupts. Chants of Roman. Roman echo through the arena. Roman does not say a word. He does not need to. His presence says it all. The camera catches Paul Heyman's face at ringside, pale, eyes wide, like he has seen a ghost. Seth, for all his bravado, freezes. The briefcase slips slightly in his grip. The new Shield members step forward, moving in sync with Roman, their boots echoing like war drums. The crowd's on their feet, phones out, capturing every second. X lights up with reactions. This is insane. Who are those guys? Roman is back to end. As they storm the ring, Braun Breaker and Bronson recharge, ready to protect their leader. Big mistake. The masked figures move with terrifying precision, taking down Breaker with a spear that could have cracked concrete. Reed tries to bulldoze them, but they sidestep, hitting a double suplex that shakes the ring. The crowd screaming, holy shit. Roman grabs Seth by the throat, lifting him off the mat. The briefcase clatters to the ground. Roman does not attack. He just stares cold and calculating before dropping Seth like a rag doll. Then the moment everyone's waiting for. Roman nods to his allies and they remove their masks. The arena gasps. The new Shield members are revealed to be the two powerhouse stars with their own grudges against Heyman's crew. It's Jon Moxley and Sami Zayn, two former allies turned enemies of Seth and Heyman, making their return a personal vendetta. The shock is palpable. Moxley, the renegade, and Zayn, the heart of the underdog story, standing with Roman. This is a game share. So, who are these masked warriors, and why did Roman choose them? Let's break it down. The reveal of Jon Moxley and Sami Zayn as the new Shield members sent shockwaves through the WWE Universe. These are not just random picks. They are strategic, personal, and downright explosive. Let's start with Moxley. Once known as Dean Ambrose, Moxley was part of the original Shield alongside Roman and Seth. His history with Seth is complicated. Brothers in arms turned bitter rivals after Seth's infamous betrayal years ago. Moxley has been away from WWE, dominating the indie scene and AEW, but rumors swirled on X about a potential return. A post from Wrestling Insider last month hinted Moxley's contract is up soon. Could he be WWE bound? Nobody expected this. Moxley's return is not just a nostalgia trip. His brutal, no-nonsense style and personal vendetta against Seth make him a perfect fit for Roman's mission. During the reveal, Moxley grabbed the mic and said, "Seth, you thought you could erase me? I am your past and I am your end." The crowd went wild. Moxley's intensity combined with Roman's dominance creates a terrifying duo. But why Moxley? Sources on X suggest he has been itching to settle old scores and Roman's call was impossible to refuse. The tribal chief's vision of a new Shield needed someone with history, grit, and a point to prove. Moxley checks every box. Then there is Sami Zayn, the ultimate underdog. Sami has been a fan favorite for years, but his recent clashes with Heyman's faction, especially Braun Breaker, have pushed him to the edge. Sami Dunk's best technical prowess and heart make him a wild card. During the mask reveal, he locked eyes with Heyman and said, "You picked the wrong side, Paul." The betrayal stings and Sami's out for blood. Exusers are buzzing about this alliance with one fan tweeting, "Sami with Roman. This is the redemption arc we did not know we needed." #New Shield. Why these two? Roman's plan is clear. He is building an army to counter Heyman's faction, and he has chosen warriors with personal stakes. Moxley and Sami are not just hired muscle. They are driven by revenge, loyalty, and a shared vision of taking back the WWE. Let's talk about the implications. Roman's return is not just about Seth and Heyman. The Bloodline, Solo Sikoa, and the rest were watching from backstage, their faces unreadable. Roman's departure from the Bloodline left bad blood and Solo has been acting like the new tribal chief. But Roman's return with a new Shield sends a clear message. He is not done with his family either. That chilling moment when Roman pointed at Mon and said, "Your time is coming," was not just about Paul. It was a warning to everyone, including Solo. Exposts are speculating wildly about a Bloodline versus Shield showdown. One user wrote, "Roman versus Solo with Moxley and Sami. This is bigger than WrestleMania." Another said, "Solo Sikoa versus Moxley is going to be a war." The tension is thick and Roman's new Shield is a direct challenge to the Bloodline's dominance. Will Solo and Fu strike back? Could we see a faction war for the ages? Seth Rollins is in deep trouble. The architect, once the mastermind of betrayal, is now the betrayed. Roman's new Shield did not just humiliate him, they exposed his vulnerabilities. Seth's confidence has been his armor, but Roman cracked it. When Roman dropped the briefcase on Seth's chest and growled, "You should have cashed in while you had the chance." It was not just a taunt. It was a promise. Seth's days as Mr. Money in the Bank are numbered. Roman is not just back to fight. He is here to dominate. The new Shield is a calculated move. Moxley's raw power and Sami's technical genius complement Roman's commanding presence. Unlike the original Shield, this version feels personal. Each member has a score to settle, and Roman's leadership ties it together. The masks, a nod to the Shield's legacy, but also a psychological weapon. They hid the reveal building suspense and fear. The WWE Universe is on edge. Will Seth cash in before Roman's crew takes him out? Can Heyman's faction fight back? And what about the Bloodline? Roman's pointed warning to Heyman suggests a bigger plan. Is he targeting the entire faction system, or is this personal? The new Shield's chemistry is key. Moxley's intensity, Sami Dunk's heart and Roman's aura make them a triple threat. But cracks could form. Moxley is a loose cannon and Sami's loyalty has been tested before. If they stay united though, they are unstoppable. X posts are predicting a WrestleMania-level clash. One fan wrote, "Roman vs. Seth at Survivor Series. Take my money." Another said, "Moxley vs. Breaker is going to steal the show." The buzz is real and the ratings prove it. Wow, what a night. Roman Reigns just turned the WWE upside down with his new Shield and the war is just beginning. Jon Moxley and Sami Zayn joining forces with the tribal chief. That's a plot twist nobody saw coming. Seth Rollins is on borrowed time, Paul Heyman sweating bullets, and the Bloodline's got a fight on their hands. What do you think? Can Seth bounce back? Who is next on Roman's list? And will the new Shield dominate like the original? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love this deep dive, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss a thing. We have got more WWE bombshells coming your way, including a full breakdown of the Bloodline's next move. Until next time, stay hyped, stay loud, and keep believing in the tribal chief. The Shield's revenge is just getting started. See you in the next one.